Hello, good morning. Welcome to Doing's channel. So today we're going to share about some information about the pyrolysis plant, about the household garbage, the waste rubber, waste plastic. If you have any questions, you can comment in the comment place, or you can leave your WhatsApp number, your email in the comment place, or send a message to us privately. Then our sales manager can contact with you, give you more information of our equipment. So now we are in doing this live show. We are the Chinese manufacturer of the waste plastic, waste tire, oil sludge, coal tar sludge, pyrolysis machine. If you are interested in this business, you can contact with us. Today we're going to have an introduction about how to turn the household waste like the plastic or the rubber to the flue energy, to the flue oil, and other like the carbon black, the steel wire, or other kind of waste, other kind of products we can reuse. During this live show, if you have any questions, you can comment, or you can just contact with us directly. Then our sales manager for different regions can contact with you and give you more information of our equipment, the market, and the quotation. We have three kinds of the equipment that is suitable for different raw materials, like the solid waste and the hazardous waste. The three kind of equipment. The first one is now it shows in the background is the continuous type pyrolysis plant, and we also have the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant and the batch type. They have different efficiency and different capacity. Later I will show you more information of the three kinds of equipment and the advantages of different type and the capacity, and how to choose your equipment depends on your different raw materials. Later I will show you. You can have a wait because we just on a live show. We are waiting for more people on our channel. So this behind me is a program of the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, it's the newest technology of our equipment. The capacity is from 15 ton to 50 ton. The biggest one is 50 ton, and if you have a plenty of the raw material each day to reduce, you can have the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. You can just get one line or two line and reach to the standards of the 50 ton of waste tire or waste plastic pyrolysis business. You can get the flue oil and the carbon black from the waste things. Like the flue oil, we can use at the heating energy at the cement factory, bricks factory, glass factory, and other places. And we also have the carbon black. It have a high heating energy that can replace the cacao or be the raw material of the rubber or the paint or other like the print machine or other ways. Just if you are interested in this business, you can contact with us. And this is the first type, the continuous one of the pyrolysis machine. Well, if you use this kind of machine, the efficiency is very high, and we can just work for 45 to 60 days. So after 45 days, maybe we need to stop the heating reactor and have a check of the oil pump, the tube, to prevent it clog in it, or have some other renewed of it. We need to stop it. This is efficiency of the fully continuous one. And if you have the batch type pyrolysis plant, then the efficiency is we can get one batch for 1 day, because we need to stop the production. We need to stop the heating and cool down the reactor discharge the carbon black at a safe and low temperature. This is why the efficiency is lower than the fully continue, because the fully continue we don't need to lower the temperature of the reactor. We can discharge the carbon black at a high temperature. So this is the difference. So the batch type, efficiency is much more lower, and the capacity is lower than the batch type fully continuous pyrolysis plant. It can, the smallest one we have the frame plant is a pyrolysis plant unit, also the batch type. The smallest one is 100 kilogram per day. Also, we have 500, 1 ton, 2 ton of the frames type. But the most of the clients that use this pyrolysis plant is for profit, is a big business. So they always choose the 10 ton, 12 ton, 15 ton, or 18 ton, 20 ton of this capacity of the batch type pyrolysis plant. So the biggest one is 20 ton. And most of our clients will choose the 15 ton of the pyrolysis plant because, the equipment is very heavy and the raw material of it we put in it is also heavy. So 15 ton is, after experiment, is the most suitable to choose for the ground resistance, the pressure. So most of our customers will choose the 15 ton. If you have one, for example, in China, we need to reach the standard of 2,000 ton per year. So we need to get 4 or 6 lines to reach the standard. This is for the batch type pyrolysis plant. So this is efficiency and capacity of these two kinds. Just I show you is for the advantages of fully continue and what is the advantages of batch type pyrolysis plant. The first one is very easy to use because the technology is very easy, and the second is the profit. The prices is lower than the batch type, the fully continue and the semi-continue, and most of the raw material we can use the batch type, except just include the waste tire, waste plastic, and also the oil sludge or other kinds of raw material can all use the batch type. Does your website contain a price list of different pyrolysis capacity? Because the configuration is different, we have 3 kinds of plant: the batch type, continuous, and fully continue, and the configurations like the pre-process step and the pyrolysis step and the combustion system, the discharging system is different. So we don't have a prices list because most customers, the price is different. We can give you a quotation privately to you, and we need to know your raw material and know your capacity and give you a price list. If you want to know the price list, you can send a private message to us, and our sales manager can give you this quotation for you. Because, for example, if you have to use the decogging system, or if you chose the tube condensers or the water tank condensers, the price is different. And what kind of the purification system you chose. So I can't give you a brief list for you. We need to give you a detailed quotation privately. If you want to know this, you can say hi to us first privately, and we can, or you can give us your WeChat or your WhatsApp or your email. Then we can send you the quotation for you privately. Okay, and this is the fully continuous one and the semi-continuous. The batch type. And for the semi-continuous, is a kind of the plant that between these two batch type and the fully continue, the capacity is we can get 3 batch for 2 days, and it can also use the high temperature to discharge the carbon black. We don't need to cool down the reactor, so the efficiency is much more higher than the batch type. But the raw material is also limited as the fully continuous one. We need to have a pre-process step to crush the tire or crush the plastic to the tire rubber powder or to the plastic particles. This is kind of different. Okay, we're waiting for you to contact. And then let's show you the different type one by one. The first is the fully continue, and the advantages of it is fully automatically. We have the PLC system, and we can control the whole type, the whole plant automatically by using the control panel and the computer. And this is the second, it's continuous production for 24 hours. It can work without stop for 45 to 60 days, just not like the batch type. We need to feed the raw material for 2 hours, and the pyrolysis, the time is 10 hours maybe. Then we need to cool down the reactor for 5 or 6 hours and discharge carbon black for 2 hours. And just in all, it maybe cost 20 or to 22 hours, so just 1 day. And we need to heat the heating system again. We need to cool and to heat the reactor frequently. Not like the batch type. We just need the first of 8 hours to have the combustion system use the natural gas or use the flue oil for these hours. And the next few days, we don't need to cool down the reactor. And we can also use one of the products we pyrolysis, the tail gas, or we call it the flue gas. It can return to the reactor and heat the reactor, heat the energy, heat the furnace. So this is a kind of difference between this type. And the biggest processing capacity, the biggest one is 50 tons. Also, if you want a bigger one, you can get 2 lines, or we can also design you for the 60 tons per day or 70 tons per day. You can contact with our engineer. And this is the time and labor saving because we use a PLC system and it don't need to cool down the reactor. So most of the labor we can save and the time we can save. This is the first one, the fully continue. And just the next few the days before, one of the policy that just pushed by our government told that the fully continue and the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant is encouraged to have this business. Just for because of this, the environmental license is more easy to get if you chose the fully continue and the semi-continue, because it's much more environmental friendly than the batch type. Because just the feeding system and the starting system are all sealed by some new design, so there's no dust and smoke release by using the fully continue and batch type. So this is different. But if you choose the batch type pyrolysis plant, if you, for example, use the front flag, maybe have some dust problem. Yeah, that's a common place. We have our WhatsApp. You can just contact with us directly. And this is the second, the batch type pyrolysis plant. We have some information to share you later. And the capacity, the smallest one is the frame one for 100 kilogram, 500 kilogram, 1 ton, 2 ton, 5 ton, 10 ton. The biggest one is 20 ton, but most of our clients will choose the 15 ton one because the line of the furnace is maybe 20 ton of the reactor, and if you just put 15 ton or 20 ton of the furnace, the raw material in it is much more heavy, so it's not easy for the resistance of the ground and the pressure. So we just most of our chose the 15 ton. We can get, like this customer gets 6 line, and the capacity of the day of the year is 2,000 kilograms. 2,000 ton, 20,000 ton. And this is the advantages. It's easy operation. It's much more easy for the batch type to operate because the feeding system and the starting system, the furnace is very easy to control, and the cost effectively is much more cheaper than fully continued because the design is the high design, the newest design of the fully continued, and the good stability. For the fully continuous furnace, because we use the combustion system is indirect system, so we can use 6 to 8 years of the furnace. And for the batch type, we use the directly heating system of the combustion. We use the burner or the tail gas burner to just burn the furnace directly. So the service life is lower than the fully continued, but we can use 3 to 5 years as well. Just you can have a comparison of different other manufacturer to know more information about the service life, the design of each step. This is a multiple use, different kinds of the raw material, or we can all use the batch type to have this business. Just not only the tire and the plastic, but because just we collect the tire, we also chose the whole tire, not the tire that or the powder. So we can get the whole tire and all put it into the reactor. Or if your raw material is a plastic, maybe mixed it with other things like the bricks, the rocks, or other water contained. So we can all use the batch type because just the plastic we recycle and we used to have this business. Also, just most of it is a garbage. Most of it is a daily life waste. So the raw material is mixed it with others, not the pure plastic. That we can all use the batch type. This is a two solid waste. And for other like the hazardous waste, the oil sludge, the coal tar oil sludge, or other waste, some mixed waste that contain oil, we can all use the batch type pyrolysis plants to have this production. So this is for the multiple use. And this is a free installation, small unit. Just I told you, I have introduced about this. The capacity is 100 kilogram per day and 500 kilogram per day. This is most used for experiment, or some college will buy it. Our students will get some data of it to get this experiment. And most of our customer chose this unit. It's not for business or not want to get the profit, just for some data. Some have some to write some paper. Just this uses, and the advantages of it is free installation. Just it's easy to transport and easy to install. Don't need engineer to install it or weld it, and its cost saving is much more cheaper than it, and easy handling, test available. Also other kind of the customers bought this unit is for the private use, like some farmers in America and Australia will bought this unit for the use. We can get the flue oil and we can refine it, use the refining system to refine it to get the diesel, and they can use that the large agricultural machine, mining machine, ferry, these places. So this is the second use, the private use. just you can see there are different kinds of type, and later the capacity I'll show you is have a huge difference. So if you want the quotation, you can contact with us directly. There in the common place, we have our WhatsApp and our email and our just telephone and WeChat. You can contact with us directly, or you can leave your requirements or your contact with to us privately. Then our sales manager can contact with you immediately. This is some equipment details for the furnace, the welding, or other device. You can have a look, and later I will show you, and I will have introduce about this. If you are interested in this business, or you have this kind of pyrolysis business, you can share your experiments to us, have a contact. For example, this is the boiler plate head. In the furnace step here, just it will weld in here is the furnace head. Well, other kinds of manufacturer, if you know, maybe the head is the plate, the head plate. So this kind of layer is a round shape reactor head, may have a high resistance of the pressure and temperature. So this is the head. The raw material is also the boiler plate, or we can use a stainless steel. Well, the stainless steel is also used as the raw material which is corrosive, like the oil sludge, coal tar sludge, or aluminium plastic. We will choose the stainless steel, whether 304 or 306 or 310, this type. It will reach two requirements. We can have different design because all the equipment are built in our factory. So you can choose, you can give out your requirements to our engineer, and we can design you for the reactor and each step. This is the third one. This is 16 millimeter of it. Is the reactor, and then this is the have introduced about the welding system. Have 3-step welding process. The step is first we need to use the welding machine to weld it, and it's more resistant just between other kind of welding step by the workers. This is a one-piece design using the boiler plate, the carbon steel, or using the stainless steel. So there's no list for cracking and have a long machine service life. So this is the standard of the pressure resistant tank. It is a very high standard. And this is a 4-material insulation cover. Well, the batch type pyrolysis plant insulation cover most is 3 layers, and the fully continuous it have 6 layers of the insulation cover. So during our production, we can touch the insulation cover outside. It's in a safe temperature, but in it is 400 or 500 degrees. So it's for the safety, and we can protect the heating energy, save the heating energy in a furnace, and we can prevent the release of the gas. This is some design of it. And this multiple fire protection test is just before you have the running of the plant. Before you have this business, our engineer will help you to installate, and we will help you to give the multiple fire protection test, because just the safety things is most important. We need to give you this guarantee. And then the quality control we can also guarantee for maybe batch type, the furnace is 3 to 5 years, and the fully continue is 6 to 8 years. You can have a comparison of different manufacturer. And most of the reactors service life in this market is 1 year or 2 years. Then we need to just to change the furnace for frequently. It may have some safety problems also. It may crack or just declog, have some corrosive things in it. And this is the other protection device. Safety, environmental protection device is also the most concerned questions in our live show, and most of our clients will ask of this: is it environmental friendly, or do you have some device, or is it allowance? Do you have allowance of this business? Is the government allowed us to have this kind of business? Well, the whole line is environmental friendly. We have the device to protect the environment, and we don't have some smoke and other waste like the chemical waste or the water waste or other noise waste. Just have this pollution. For example, we don't have the dust pollution. We have the carbon black wind transfer design. Because if you have this business, you may know that the carbon black is one of the dust pollution, the main dust pollution. If you chose the front slag to discharge the carbon black, they may have many dust. The carbon black have a pollution of the environment of our plant. So we can use the carbon black wind transfer system to solve this problem. We can also choose the side slag or the front slag to solve the dust pollution, because the front slag and the side slag are sealed design, have underground storage tank, or is back using the slagging winch to slag the carbon black. So there is no dust of this. And the second, the exhaust gas cleaning system, or we can call it odor removal system, because the tail gas we can reuse it as a heating energy to burn a reactor. Then we can save the cost of the heating energy in our reactor, because we need the natural gas, the glass oil, the flue oil to heat the reactor. But if we just reuse the tail gas, then we can save the heating energy for many days. If you chose a fully continuous one, then the 8 hours maybe you need the natural gas, and the next few days, next 45 to 60 days, we all can use the tail gas burner to burn the reactor. And this is a tail gas cleaning system. If we just burn it directly, they may have hydrogen sulfide in it, so we need to clean it by using the system. It's also our patent design. Also have some carbon dioxide or other gas. And this is the flue gas purification system. The last purification system, we have the burning a reactor we burn, so we will have some smoke to release. And the flue gas purification system like this is a fiberglass materials purification tower, desulfurization tower, to purify the other sulfur dioxide or other sodium oxygen in it. So just as the introduction, the glass material, long service life, 4 prayers and 4 layers of the filter to remove the sulfur dioxide and the solid particles. And this is the raw material. Today's topic is the natural garbage, the household daily life garbage we can use to pyrolysis the machine. just the main material is the plastic and the rubber. So let's have introduce about the plastic first. Well, if you choose the pure plastic, the pure PP, PPS, then the oil yield is very high, can reach to 95 or 90%. Like the PE, the oil yield is 95, and the PPPS is 90%. But it's not very common to use the pure plastic to get this business. Also, we use the garbage, plastic, the waste. So the material, the oil yield will have random different. Like it shows in this picture, the pure plastic couple oil yield is 60%, and the plastic bag is 50. The pure ABS, one of the plastic, the oil yield is 40%. Just except the PET and PVC. This two raw material, because they have some just have harmful particles, harmful raw material, and they're not much more oil contained in it, and most of it is the paraffin, the wax. So this two raw material is not suitable to have this business, except it's other kind of plastics are suitable, like paper mill waste, or some oven bag, plastic waste bottle, also just all kinds of plastic. It's very common in our daily life. All can use this. We can recycle it and get the flue value. It have a large market and can sell at a high price, so we can have this business to get profit. This is for the plastic things. And other raw material, the daily life raw material, like the multiple solid waste, like this, the bottles, the rubbers, or the medical waste, some plastic bag, or other just packet bag, and the recyclable waste, just like the tire. There are not much more ways, a good ways to recycle this waste. This is called the black waste. But by using the pyrolysis machine, this is a good way to recycle it. Then we can not only recycle it, and we can get the flue value and use at larger places, has a high heating energy that's more than 10,000 and 1,300 kcal. So we can use at the bricks factory, cement factory, or other factory that need the heating energy, or we can refine it to the diesel and use at the agricultural machine, the ferry, or other mining machine, the generators in these places. So this is the raw material that we can get. If your raw material is the plastic, then we can get the flue value, the carbon black, the syngas from the after the pyrolysis. While the flue value, the quality of the flue value, the plastic flue value is higher than the waste tire flue value. So if you refine it, we can have a much more high quality of the flue gas and the non-standard diesel. This is for the flue value. And the carbon black also have a heating energy, can replace the coal, or we can be a raw material, or at the paint, at the like the rubber or the print machine. This is a way to use. And the syngas, during the production we can use it directly as a heating energy by burn it at the reactor, save our extra heating energy. This is a syngas, or we can call it tail gas. This is a waste plastic processing step. Just the different two type are kind of different. For example, between the pre-process step and the cooling system and the discharging system is kind of different. You can have a look. Any questions you have, you can just leave your problem to the common place, or in the common place we have our WhatsApp. You can contact with us directly. Just if you get the batch type pyrolysis plant, then we can get the mixed waste plastic like this, the different kind of plastic, and all put it by using the automatic feeder or the conveying belt to the batch type reactor. And if you have chose the continuous one, continuous type waste plastic pyrolysis plant, then we need to use the plastic crusher by using the hammerhead crusher, the hammer plate crusher, or other crusher to crush it to the smaller particles. Then we can put it into the reactor by using the winch feeder. Because the fully continuous, we need to, we can ensure it can feed and pyrolysis and discharge the carbon black at the same time. So we need to prevent the oxygen in the reactor. We have the sealed design, but if you choose the mixed, this garbage, kind of garbage, we can't ensure the mixed environment, sealed environment. So we need to crush it to the particles. And the capacity is kind of different. This one is we can get one batch for 1 day, and the continuous one is we can just work for 45 to 60 days. Capacity, most of the clients will choose 15 tons of the batch type and 50 tons of the fully continuous one. And we can also all get these 3 products, and this is 2 main products, carbon black and the oil from the pyrolysis plant. Same gas we can use directly. And this is the refining machine. It's used the distillation design. We can refine the oil to the diesel. Here is a diesel. The quality is different. It's much more. It's a yellow one, diesel. And then this is the flue oil carbon black, some using place, just as I introduced you. If you have any questions, you can contact in the common place, or you can leave your WhatsApp number, your email, or your telephone to us. Then our sales manager can contact with you. In the common place, we all have our WhatsApp and email. You can contact with us directly to know more information. Here, just as I show, this is the boiler heating, the oil heavy generator, or the refining to diesel, and the carbon black, percolating and refining. Same gas burned directly hitting the reactor, or you can store. If you want to store it, you can get the bag to store. But we are not suggest to do it because may have some safety problem. And nowadays temperature is very high. So we can just burn it directly by using the burning chamber, because we have much more tail gas to produce. This is the project cases. Like here is in China, Chongqing, Yunnan. Here is 2 fully continuous pyrolysis plant of the 50 ton. We also have our pyrolysis plant, the fully continuous, in America, in Russia, in India, and in other like the Brazil or other countries. If you want to visit, you are also welcomed. You can contact with our sales manager first, and we will give you contact with our clients and to know which time you can visit there. You can give more information of the working process of our equipment. Kazakhstan, Australia. Well, in more than 120 countries, we have our equipment that we are built it in 2011. So first we are just export our equipment first, and in China, in most of each province, we all have our equipment. So whether you want to have the production in China or in other regions, you can all contact with us, and we can give you introduce that different clients' factory. You can see here some feedback. You can all contact with us. This is the WhatsApp and the WeChat. We also have our manager in Nigeria. If you want to have the business in Africa, it's very convenient. Wow, we lost that picture. Oh, here. This is some feedback, and here are our service. Well, the pre-sale service, on-sale service, and after-sale service. For the pre-sale service, you can visit our factory workshop. It's in central China, in Henan province, next to our company. It's more than 40,000 square meters, a large factory. There are many prototypes and the whole line of the equipment for different raw materials, different design. You can have a comparison, and well, depends on your raw material, have a more detailed introduced for you. This is the first visit the factory production workshop, and you can get a one-to-plan equipment configuration plan. Because the configuration is different between our clients, so we can't give you a price list for you on the live show, but we can know your requirements, and we can give you a quotation for you directly. And this is a plan of equipment placement site. We have our engineering team can give you this service, give you a detailed site or the detailed layout of your equipment. And on-sale service, you can check the production conditions of the machine and communicate to the process of the equipment manufacturing with our workers, with our engineer and your sales manager. And after-sale service, you can get 1-year warranty, the guide equipment installation and the commission. So just you don't need to worry about the transportation and the installation. If you are far from China, our engineer will come to your country and help you to installate and help you to train the workers until they can run our equipment well. And this is a profile of our company. Company, our company's name is the Doing Rope, and the live show is one of the subsidiary of our company, the Henan Doing Environmental Protection Technology. This is a subsidiary, and we also have other 7 subsidiaries that's for different products. In our live show, our main business is here. the solid waste, hazardous waste treatment equipment, the waste tire, waste plastic, rubber, oil sludge, aluminium plastic, pyrolysis plant, and the pyrolysis oil, used oil, or the used engine oil, lubricating oil, to the diesel distillation plant. So our product is sold. Now the data is renewed. 120 countries. We have our customers and our equipment. So we are the manufacturer that integrate technology design, the research and development, the machine production, sales and after sales in one. You can contact with us. This is the company of the picture, and here are some factories picture. Factory is nearby our company and more than 40,000 square meters. Our service and some certificate. Just if you are interested, you can contact with us. We can communicate with your requirements and have introduced about our company. And then you can come to our factory, or we can have a telephone and give you introduce about the factory, give you more information. Okay, and welcome to the Doing Live show. We are the manufacturer of the waste tire with plastic pyrolysis machine. If you have any questions, you can contact with us, give you an introduce about this machine, some quotations, some configurations detail. You can contact with us. Well, our whole line include the first pre-process step. The second is a feeding system. The third, the pyrolysis system, and the fourth is the discharging system, and the five is the condensation system, and the sixth step is the purification system. This is for a sixth step. If your raw material is the waste plastic, some household garbage, we need to sort out some waste things, some mixed things like the rock, the bricks, or other that is not the plastic, maybe the other material. We need to sort out some material, some waste things, and we need to have the dry system by using the dryer to just remove the water contained. So this is the first step. A certificate or license. You want to know if you you can all contact with our sales manager. We can give you this service. Which area you want to have this production? Well, different regions, the policy is different. Well, for example, in China, we need to have the license of the environmental friendly, have the license to get the business. Well, it's more strict in some province, like in Shandong province or other province. So it's different between different regions, and in different areas it's different. So we can give you the introduce privately by our sales manager, because we have the sales manager in China and sales manager abroad, different speak English and speak Chinese. So you can leave your requirements and leave your regions you want to have this business, and we can give you introduce about the policies in your regions. like in different continents, the situation is different. Just in the common place, we have our WhatsApp. You can contact with us directly. Just let's go on. For the pyrolysis plant, we need a pre-process, and then we can have the feeding system to feed it into the reactor. Like the plastic, the best temperature to get it is 200 to 300 degree. This is the temperature, and we can get the flue oil after pyrolysis. Then the flue oil will come to the condensation system to condense it to the oil. The first is the water tank condensers, and the second is water tube condensers. The two condensers you can choose. It's different prices. And then we need to discharge the carbon black. We have 3 ways to discharge it: the front slag, side slag, and the back slag. So for the fully continuous one, we can only use the front slag, the back slag, because we need to feed the raw material at the same time when we discharge the carbon black. So on the front door is the feeding ways, feeding step, and the back slag. We need to have just have this system at the outlet with the flue gas. So this is the front slag, and it's a seal design. We can choose. If you have the batch type pyrolysis plant, you can choose the 3-step. The price is different, and the advantage is different. Like the side slag and the front slag is much more. The back slag is much more environmental friendly, but the design is more hard. We need to have the workers have a high technology, have a high quality to use these slagging ways. And for the front slag, it's much easy to use, but may have some pollution of the dust. This is different ways. And for the sulfurization, the desulfurization tower, the desulfurization system, the purification system, also we called it, we need to have the device, because it's the smoke we need to release, we need to purify it. And for this type, different regions have different policies also. So we need to have some, we need to know your regions you want to have this business, and our customers will know the policy of it and give you the plan, give you the program of your device, the configurations. This is some the service that we will give you, and a certificate. So any questions you want to know, you can just contact. Our today's live show will end in 5 minutes. So just if you want to know more information, you can contact with us for the more quotation and the detailed things. Now, just today I show you for the fully continuous one and the batch type. We also have the semi-continuous for the 3 batch for 2 days. This is a semi-continuous one, and the efficiency is much more higher than the batch type. We can have the high temperature to discharge the carbon black. Don't need to waste the time of cooling the reactor and discharge it for 2 hours. So this is a semi-continuous. If your material is the waste tire and plastic, we also can choose the semi-continuous one. But we also need to have a pre-process step, the same as the fully continuous one. We need to have the pre-process to process it to the rubber powder or the particles. Then we can feed the raw material at the sealed system. So Any questions you want to know, you can also leave. And this is the whole introduce of today's live show. I can give you some pictures of our fully continuous one and semi-continuous one. And this is a reactor that equipment in Chongqing, in China, for the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. And the raw material is the rubber powder from the waste tire. It's a 50 ton. You can see here the reactor, and here is the buffer tank. This is a condensation system. This is a fully continuous pyrolysis plant. It's 46 meters of the reactor, and the whole line is maybe 700 to 800 square meters. This is the whole furnace. This customers chose the two line of the reactor. It will produce 100 ton of the waste tire. And the heating system, the red one is a burner. For one line, for one furnace, it has 8 burners and 10 tail gas burner. Or the new design, we also can choose the hot wind burners to burn it. This is the layout. The feeding system, the reactor, and this winch is the discharging system. The back tank is the condensation system. Here, the discharging system, condensation system, and here is all the removal system. And this is a glass fiber purification system that purifies the gas that we need to release. This is a different picture. Some client's factory. This is also just waiting to installate. This is in Yunnan province. And now this is the batch type pyrolysis plant. You can see the furnace is shorter, and most of our customers will choose several lines for the batch type because the capacity is lower than the fully continuous one. This is 8 line of the batch type. This is the feeding door. And this customer chose the front slag. Oh, this is the reactor, the water tank. The water tank, the sulfidation system. Here is a window. We can see the oil in it to see the installation. And this is a monitor of the temperature. Here is a temporary storage oil tank. This is one condensation system, the water tank condensers, and I can find for some other condensers. Here is a prototype in our factory. This is the water tank condensers. Sorry, this is a tube condensers. Have 7 condensers in 4 steps. This is a very high efficiency of it. This is a customer's equipment. Here is a tail gas purification system. You can see it have 7 tank. Hi, I don't get you very clearly. What's the information you want to know? Do you want to know the waste tire, waste plastic, pyrolysis business? Just our equipment is to recycle the waste tire, waste plastic, and the oil sludge, coal tar sludge, this kind of solid waste and hazardous waste. And we can get the flue oil by using the furnace to burn it, and using the condensation system to cool down the gas. Then we can get the flue oil and the carbon black and the steel wire from the waste tire. If you want to know the waste tire business, you can choose the batch type and the fully continuous one. Just if you choose the batch type, then we can put the whole tire into the reactor to burn it and get a flue oil, carbon black, and steel wire. If you choose the fully continuous one, then we can get the we can have the pre-process, put the tire rubber powder in the furnace and burn it. Just the different efficiency and different capacity between the batch type and fully continuous. You can have a comparison, reach to your standard. If you want to know more, you can contact with us. This is the WhatsApp, and the telephone is the same number, and you can also leave your email to us, and our sales manager can contact with you. Just in a live show, we can give you some brief introduction of our equipment, of our some information. But if you want to know the detailed data, the layout, the list, the price list, and the certificate list, the quotation, you need to contact with our sales manager. Or other things like the license you want to know, or the profit, the market, this kind of information, you can all contact with us. So I will make sure there's no questions in our today's live show, and it's time to say goodbye now. I'll wait for 15 seconds. This is a batch type for different customers. This is our engineer will help the installation. Here is the batch type. This is a slagging, the layout of the gas, the generator, and outside is the insulation cover. Inside is the reactor. The feeding door is 1.4 meters of the feeding door. We can use automatic feeders to feed just the rubber powder, so to feed the whole tire or the mixed plastic in it. So this is the information today. It's time to say goodbye if there are no more questions. And thank you for your today's live show. We are the Doing Group. You can contact with us and give more information. We are the Chinese manufacturer of the waste tire, waste plastic, oil sludge, coal tar sludge, pyrolysis equipment. If you're interested in this business, want to get more information, welcome to contact with us. Thank you for your today's watching.